story to you. And then I have some of my colleagues. They've come in with us, and they're sitting around the carpet with you. And when you are going to turn and talk, they're going to help you with your conversations. They're going to listen and make sure that you deepen your thinking about the reading. Okay? So the story we're going to read is a story by Mo Williams. So teachers, you see how they're sitting on the carpet? And then you're all already sitting with your partner, your turn and talk partner. Is that correct? Give me a thumbs up if you are sitting next to your turn and talk partner. And so they're all sitting crisscross, so they know the expectations. Eyes up on the reader because you can see them already. All right, so Mo Williams is the author of this book called The Naked Mole Rat Gets Dressed. Mo Williams. I want you to stop and think, what do you know about his books? What usually happens in a Mo Williams book? I want you to stop and think. Turn and talk to your partner. What do you think usually happens in a Mo Williams book?
Somebody who's like a king or a queen. Okay? So I wanted to talk to you about that word. And then the other word is casual. Casual means you're just kind of relaxed. So when we get to those words, you might think to yourself, what is she talking about? Okay? I'll remind you that we discussed those words. Sometimes, friends, I'm going to talk to my teacher friends that are visiting, and sometimes I'm going to talk to you. Okay? So if you hear me say teachers, you can take a little nap in your brain real quick while I talk to my teachers. Okay? All right, so teachers, since this isn't my classroom, I really took some time to set up my expectations, and then I'm doing some front loading on the vocabulary because I know it's going to be a little bit tricky for them, and then just getting them engaged, thinking about Mo Williams style before we even begin. Okay, friends, are you ready? Okay, so sometimes I'm going to point to my head, and when I point to my head, I'm thinking about something, and sometimes I'm also going to ask you to turn and talk with your friends. Okay, so just pay attention. So this book is called Naked Mole Rat Gets Dressed. Okay, let's all laugh about the word naked. Ready? Naked. Okay, are we done? All right. So it's true. There really is a kind of animal that doesn't have any fur. It just has a skin. And so that's its name, Naked Mole Rat. But it makes it funny, doesn't it? Okay. Naked Mole Rat Gets Dressed. So strange. Let's see what Mo is thinking here. There is so much to learn about the fascinating little creatures known as naked mole rats. But for this story, you only need to know 3 things. Number 1, they're a little bit rat. 2, they're a little bit mole. 3, they're all naked. Well, they were, with one exception. Wilbur, the naked mole rat who liked to get dressed. Look at him in his shirt, in his tie, his khaki pants. When the other naked mole rats saw him, they said, "What are you doing? Ew, yuck." Wait just a minute. This is so different than how we are, isn't it? Like, I'm thinking humans put on their clothes every day. And humans would say, "Ew, yuck," if someone came to school without clothes. Right? Ew, right, I know. But with the mole rats, it's the opposite, isn't it? Right? They like to be naked. I'm thinking Wilbur is a bit different. Don't you think that? Yes. So I wonder how him being different is going to play out in this story. Let's pay attention to Wilbur.
"I like clothes," replied Wilbur. "When I get dressed, I can be fancy, or funny, or cool, or I can just be an astronaut." So he had some good reading. When the others heard that, they said, "Ew, yuck! And if you like clothes so much, why don't you open a store or something?" Naked mole rats can be very sarcastic. Okay, I want you to turn to your partner in just a second. And given what just happened, what do you think Wilbur is thinking? So turn to your partner. What is Wilbur?
Finish your conversations in 5, 3, 2, 1. Eyes on me. If you'd like to share something smart that your partner said, think about what your partner said. Would you like to share what your partner said? Yes, sir. My partner said.
My partner said that making more rat is in those stores for those.
Your partner made a prediction. Way to go. Way to go. Yes.
I think that they are
Now, are you telling me your thoughts or your partner's thoughts? Did you think this or your partner? You think it? Okay, I'm just trying to figure it out. Okay, go ahead. I think.
that they are mean.
I think that I agree with you because they're being sarcastic. Sarcastic is not a nice thing. Yes, ma'am. Maybe jealous. Why do you think jealous? That is such a third grade word. Why are they jealous?
Because they said, why don't you open your own store? So when I heard that, I think they said they want to go in the store.
Maybe they want some clothes too. Interesting. Save your thoughts. We're going to talk more at the end. Okay, let's see what happens. Look at you making those predictions. You're absolutely
But-
right.
Wilbur thought that was a great idea.
I know it. Yay, my prediction is
The other naked mole rats did not.
But he told you.
They brought Wilbur to a giant portrait of Grandpa. The oldest, greatest, and the most naked mole rat ever. Look at that picture, they demanded. Look at his heroic face. Look at his regal bearing.
Ew.
Look at his total lack of clothing.
Look at his teeth. Ew, why is he standing like that? He's like this.
Grandpa did look heroic. Grandpa did look regal. But he would also look heroic and regal in a casual shirt and some summer slacks. Ugh, said the other naked mole rats. Don't you get it? So, now I'm thinking, Wilbur's not changing his mind. He's very comfortable with his ideas. He's like, I like clothes, okay? I like clothes. And just because other people are disagreeing doesn't mean he's going to change his mind. He's confident with who he is. So I'm going to write right here, Wilbur is confident. So what you see me doing back and forth as we go back and forth from the think aloud, so I'm modeling and then they go back into their turn and talks with their partner. Wilbur is confident. This sticky note thing also gives a visual way.
What about
Gives them a visual way to see the track the character train across the text.
the picture? What about Wilbur? What about
Thank
the
you for
Wilbur
reminding me.
picture?
Okay, so don't you get it? Naked mole rats don't wear clothes!
Naked mole rats don't wear clothes! Zelda. Why not? Asked Wilbur. Something had to be done. Can you see how angry they are? They have steam coming off of their heads. They're so frustrated because Wilbur will not change his mind. The naked mole rats marched right over to Grandpa and told him all about Wilbur. And then he asked why not. Grandpa was very wise. He thought seriously about everything he heard. He thought. Then he thought some more. Do the chin scratch. Think. He's thinking. They said he's wise. Let's see. Finally, He said in a heroic, regal voice, "Gather the colony, I shall make a proclamation." Then, when Wilbur heard about Grandpa's proclamation, he knew it was serious. A proclamation's like a rule, something real important. Look what they say. A proclamation, a proclamation, a proclamation. And Wilbur's thinking, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. But he had no idea what to wear. Look, his business outfit, his casual jeans, his superhero, his cowboy outfit. In the end, Wilbur decided to play it safe. Look carefully, friends. Is Wilbur totally naked? Look carefully, look carefully. Who can see it?
The socks.
Tell me, louder.
The socks.
His socks. What is that? He's saying play it safe. He knows that Grandpa is going to give some type of proclamation, some rule. And he tried to wear all of these different things. I'm wondering about Wilbur. We said all this time he did not change. He was so stubborn. Is he changing now, and what are you thinking? Turn and tell your partner.
He's not changing.
He couldn't
Because they keep saying not to wear clothes, and he keeps putting clothes because he doesn't know that he has the socks on.
Eyes on me in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Emmanuel has something he wants to share with you
He
guys.
didn't change because he still had his socks. Maybe they could just think he's a traitor.
He's a traitor because he still has his socks on. Emmanuel, I'm so impressed with your thinking. I wonder what's going to happen now. I heard a lot of great conversations at sea. Maybe safe, maybe not safe enough.
The others were so busy looking at Wilbur's socks that no one noticed Grandpa enter until he cleared his throat and proclaimed,
Fellow naked mole rats, I have never worn clothes until I heard Wilbur's simple question. Why not? Why not indeed? Do clothes hurt anyone? No. Are they fun? Well, they may not be for everyone, but this old naked mole rat wishes he had tried getting dressed earlier. Then Grandpa complimented Wilbur on his socks. As fast as his legs could take him, Wilbur rushed home and put on his favorite outfit and dashed back. Now, think about what Wilbur just did. Think about what Grandpa just did. And then how did Wilbur respond? Turn and talk about why do you think Wilbur just did what he did. Turn and talk.
Friends, pause your conversations. Remember, we're talking about Wilbur. Even though Grandpa did something really big just now, keep your mind on Wilbur, okay? What do you think about Wilbur now? Go. So teachers, sometimes that just happens, that I hear in the conversations. Normally if I'm popping around, I'll hear that it got off track, and I want to keep your line straight on Wilbur the whole time. Because you can talk about this book from Grandpa's angle, but just be careful. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, friends. You waited so patiently last time. Yes, please share with me.
That he saw Grandpa wearing his clothes, and then he wanted to put the clothes on.
Why do you think he did that? Why?
Because the Grandpa wanted to put his clothes, and he told him why not.
Why not? Why not? That's
Cause-
right.
It doesn't hurt nobody.
You're on to something. You're on to something, friend. Let's finish this book, okay, so we don't run out of time. When he returned, Wilbur discovered he was not alone. Much had been said about that day, but for this story, you only need to know 3 things. 1, some of the mole rats were naked. 2, some of the mole rats were clothed. 3, all of the mole rats had a great time. No exceptions. Look carefully at that picture. Look what came back. The end. Okay, so I know this book was a little bit silly, right? Because naked mole rats probably in nature don't really get dressed. But I'm thinking about Wilbur and the kind of person he was. And all of his friends were being kind of mean to him, right? You said that they were jealous. They didn't like him because he was different. But Wilbur didn't really change. Even when they were mean to him, he stood by what he believed in. So I'm kind of thinking, maybe Mo is trying to teach us something. Maybe Mo is trying to teach us something about friendship and life. Maybe this book really isn't about mole rats and being naked and being silly. Maybe this book is trying to teach us something about friendship. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Talk about what is Mo trying to teach us in this book. Go. What lesson can we learn?
He's gonna teach us how to be nice. I think he's gonna teach us how to have courage because when he was wearing clothes, like he then got jealous about what the other naked was.
Use that word courage and describe it again. Eyes on me in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job talking, friends. I'd like Alex to share what he said because I'm just really impressed with it. Go ahead, tell the whole group.
I think it's courage because when he put on clothes, he didn't care about what the other naked mole rats said. He just walked through them without being jealous.
Thumbs up if you agree with Alex. Look at that, your whole class agrees with your thinking. So they must have all been thinking the very same thing. Friends, thank you so much for listening to my book.